The government is going to have the votes, Gavan, but even the Taoiseach delaying a trip abroad to make sure his vote counts.
Yeah, the government not taking any chances on this. It is no longer a minority government since the government got back the two Green TDs who had been suspended earlier this year. So they do have a majority in the House, but they do want to make sure that they have every vote available to it. And to that end, Micheál Martin, who is due in Brussels for 3 days of summits on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday of this week and had been expected to potentially travel this evening, has deferred his travel so that he can be in the Dáil chamber tonight to vote confidence in Darragh O'Brien. Also someone coming back from foreign travel, Malcolm Noonan, the junior minister in the Department of Housing, the same department that Darragh O'Brien currently heads up. He was in Montreal chairing the Irish delegation at COP15, those international biodiversity talks taking place in Canada. He's come back after only 48 hours so that he can be in situ tonight to vote in favour of Darragh O'Brien. The government has labelled all of this as a stunt, which is disputed by the parties that are putting down this motion, led by Solidarity PPP.
We have felt compelled to put this motion forward because of the consistent refusal of the government to take on board proposals that would stop people being evicted into homelessness, that would reduce rents, that would deal with the scandal of vacant and empty property and the failure to deliver public housing on public land.
It's clear that this government is failing in terms of housing, failing people who have a huge housing need, and is one of the worst, if not the worst ever governments in Ireland when it comes to housing and housing delivery.
Now, although this motion was originally put down by People Before Profit Solidarity, the government has changed some of the scheduling for the afternoon. Originally, this was supposed to be taken in 2 hours tomorrow morning, but the government has brought it forward and decided to move a counter motion of confidence in Darragh O'Brien itself in its own time this afternoon. And ironically, that means that if they were claiming that Solidarity PPP haven't brought forward enough ideas of their own on how to solve the housing crisis, they will have even less time to do so. Were it taken tomorrow morning in the opposition time, the Solidarity PPP TDs would have had around 30 or 40 minutes in which they could have put forward some ideas for the government to address the housing crisis. As it stands right now, because of what the government has done, they'll be limited to 6.5 minutes of speaking time in the Dáil chamber this evening.
All right, Gavan, thank you for all of that.